Zach and Vinbee, the Borough Bugs. Together they review the boroughs of London. From Westminster to Islington, from Hillingdon to Havering. They find out what is there and then they show it to you.
So much for stay tuned. I've been sat here for 20 minutes. Where's Vinbee? Oh well. Hello everyone, welcome to Borough Bugs, which is supposed to be hosted by me, Zach the Butterfly, and Vinbee the Bumblebee, but she's late. And this is Borough Bugs. Wow, this is such a dour note to begin an episode on. It doesn't feel right if one of us isn't present. Imagine the theme song. Zach and Zach the Borough Bug. Dear oh dear. Well, shockingly, I could mention that Vinbee being absent right now is relevant to today's borough. Surprisingly, Hammersmith and Fulham wasn't always called Hammersmith and Fulham. Until 1979, the borough was simply known as just Hammersmith, without Fulham. So, today's borough is... Hammersmith and Fulham! It is so empty here, mate. Hopefully she gets here soon. But for now, here's this. Still late, is she? Oh well. I always see Hammersmith and Fulham as Kensington and Chelsea's sibling. They both have an "and" in their names. That's pretty much the only comparison I can make right now. But hey, they're next to each other. Why question anything? God, I really do ramble without Vinbee to add something to the conversation. I bet she'd say something like, "Oh, Hammersmith and Fulham isn't as posh as Kensington and Chelsea," or something along those lines. Let's move on to landmarks before I lose my mind. One of the landmarks in this borough which comes to people's minds the most is
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. My train got cancelled. You know how it is in the north.
Oh no, you're very early actually.
Oh, I am?
No, stupid, the landmark segment's just begun.
Oh, my bad. Well, what's the borough?
Hammersmith and Fulham.
Ooh, well, one of the landmarks of this borough which comes to people's mind the most is Westfield in White City.
I was literally about to mention that.
Westfield White City, officially Westfield London, is the largest shopping centre in the United Kingdom.
Better yet, it's the largest shopping centre in all of Europe. Since 2018, this shopping centre has boasted a total area of 240,000 square metres, or 2,600,000 square feet.
This shopping centre is so big, you can get to it via 5 different train stations. Both Shepherd's Bush stations, Shepherd's Bush Market, Wood Lane and White City.
Funnily enough, White City Station isn't actually the recommended station for going to Westfield. Shepherd's Bush and Wood Lane are all actually closer. This is the television centre, originally the BBC television centre.
Why originally? Does the BBC not use it anymore?
Well, the television centre opened on the 29th of June 1960 and was used by the BBC as their headquarters until the 31st of March 2013. When the building closed indefinitely, 5 out of the 8 studios there were demolished, leaving only studios 1, 2 and 3. Since then, the building was refurbished and reopened on the 1st of September 2017. Nowadays, the BBC do still in fact operate here, although in the remaining studios, and the rest of the building has been turned into mainly leisure as well as residential.
They should put Borough Bugs on TV, that'd be really awesome.
If only. Like that's ever gonna happen though.
Yeah, we're just too good for them.
This is Fulham Palace. This Grade 1 listed palace was the home of the Bishop of London from the 11th century up until 1973.
This palace is open to the public and serves as a free museum, just like the free museums in Kensington.
Yep. Within the museum, you can go and explore the palace for yourself, including various halls, including one known as the Great Hall, consisting of a table with some old scrolls containing some archaic-looking writing. Some of the other halls have paintings of people like Henry VIII. There's also some fascinating archaeological artifacts which have been found around the palace, and some other exhibits.
Wow, this place also has a walled garden, which is a botanical garden just up the way from the palace.
This garden has been described as remarkable before, and I don't disagree. Look at it, it's so pretty, and it's a great home for insects such as us.
The real bees and butterflies of the garden seem to agree. Wait, that's it?
Yeah, sorry, we did mention before that some episodes may have barely any landmarks. If you didn't quite catch that, here's proof.
This may be a thing for some boroughs where there won't be as many landmarks to talk about.
Surely there must have been something else, right? Parks?
Many.
Hospitals?
2.
Oh, I guess we really are grasping at straws then.
Anyway, landmarks are done, now time for the choo-choo trains! And everything else that counts as transport. Yeah.
So, Zach, run it by me. Main Fulham station?
Fulham Broadway.
Bang! Main Hammersmith station?
Hammersmith. 2 of them.
Woo! I don't know what all that was. Guess whoever wrote the script was feeling great.
That would have been me, love. Anyway, yes, there are in fact 2 Hammersmith stations. The station on the Circle and Hammersmith and City line was the one that came first, indicative by the station's build. This station originally opened in 1864. The station building was later re-sited on the 1st of December 1868. Fun fact, this station has GWR benches visible on the platform. Cool, isn't it?
And the station on the District and Piccadilly lines came later. This station is built into the Hammersmith Broadway shopping centre. As well as the tube station, this shopping centre includes the upper-level Hammersmith bus station. We'll talk about this later.
And Fulham Broadway station is on the District line. This station is also inside a shopping centre, Fulham Broadway Retail Centre. This station has a really funny look, as half of it is the original build of the station, and the other half has been upgraded to accommodate the shopping centre. On the original side, there's a set of stairs leading to nowhere. These used to go to the old ticket hall. Nowadays, it's used as a bridge between platforms.
Let's bring down the TfL tally to see what Hammersmith and Fulham has for us today.
Well, the District line wins today, with 7 stations in total, and the Piccadilly and Overground are both tied at 2. And the Overground line in this borough is, of course... Yep, Mildmay has 2 stations once again.
You know, I always wondered, how come it says the total number of stations is 15, yet the amount of stations on each line adds up to way more than that?
Because some stations are served by multiple lines.
Oh, I get it.
Also, West Brompton is technically in this borough, but we already counted it for Kensington and Chelsea, as the entrance to the station was in that borough. Sorry.
Also, where there's Mildmay, there's Southern. Southern Railway runs along the branch of the Mildmay line which runs through this borough and Kensington and Chelsea, running services up to Watford Junction and Milton Keynes.
Want to hear a joke?
Go on.
What's the best thing to do in Milton Keynes?
What?
Leave.
Hi, I'm Lucas, the Firefly. We apologise to anyone who lives in Milton Keynes. This isn't my drum kit. It's Zach's.
Also, Hammersmith and Fulham has 2 bus stations in the borough. White City Bus Station, which is situated just outside of the Westfield Shopping Centre.
And Hammersmith Bus Station. There's technically 2 parts of Hammersmith Bus Station. The upper level, which is inside the shopping centre, and served by bus routes 9, 27, 72, 110, 190, 211, 220, 267, 283, 295, 306, H91, N9, N11, N27, N97, and N266. as well as coach services towards Bridgewater, Taunton and Wellington.
And the lower level bus station, just outside the shopping centre, is served by routes 72, 533, N33 and N72.
One of these routes has a really specific reason for existing, by the way.
Yep, the 533. Let's explain the reasoning for this route's operation.
In 2019, Hammersmith Bridge was closed due to cracks being found in the bridge's iron pedestals, which were a result of corrosion. As a result, in order to prevent the cracks from worsening, they shut the bridge to all motor traffic and restricted it to only pedestrians and cyclists. And as a result, Route 533 was introduced, running via Chiswick Bridge to ensure it can get across to the other side of Hammersmith Bridge.
However, in 2020, a heat wave worsened the conditions of the bridge, and access to pedestrians and cyclists were eventually closed off until 2021, when the bridge was partially reopened to pedestrians and cyclists, and restoration of the bridge commenced.
In April of 2025, the bridge was repurposed and resurfaced into a cycleway and pedestrian walkway, and the 533 is still in operation today.
What a very strange bus route. Also, there's one river bus pier in Hammersmith and Fulham.
Yep, Chelsea Harbour, served by Riverbus 6, serves the surrounding area of Imperial Wharf.
Is there anything else to talk about?
Abandoned stations?
Oh yeah, there's a very complicated history about the surrounding stations of Hammersmith, so I'm going to explain it in one big go. Here we go. In 1844, two different Shepherd's Bush stations opened on the London and South Western Railway. The first one lasted 6 months, and the second one lasted 5 years. In 1864, the Metropolitan Railway came to the area, as it extended from Paddington down to Hammersmith, opening two new stations, a new Shepherd's Bush and Hammersmith Station. Latimer Road then opened on the 16th of December, 1868, and a new curve of track was extended down to the LSWR. In 1869, a new curve of track went westbound, curving down towards Hammersmith, but instead of connecting it to Hammersmith, a new station located on what we now call Hammersmith Grove opened as Hammersmith Grove Road, and opened on New Year's Day of 1869. A small curve of track was then built to link both the Metropolitan Railway and LSWR together. In the same year, Uxbridge Road opened on the LSWR. Later on the 1st of May 1874, the LSWR opened their own Shepherd's Bush station on that same curve of track where Hammersmith Grove Road was located. And then in 1900, the Central London Railway, which is what we now call the Central Line, opened, and its terminus station was also called Shepherd's Bush. So now there's 3 Shepherd's Bush stations. And then in 1908, Wood Lane opened on the Metropolitan Railway as Wood Lane Exhibition, and the Central London Railway opened their own Wood Lane station, not called Wood Lane Exhibition, but just Wood Lane. And then in 1914, Shepherd's Bush station on the Metropolitan Railway closed, and a new Shepherd's Bush was built slightly further north, and Goldhawk Road station opened slightly further south, all on the 1st of April. Wood Lane Exhibition temporarily closes on the 31st of October 1914 until the 5th of November 1920, when it's renamed into Wood Lane White City. During then, the LSWR closed the curve of track with their Shepherd's Bush station and Hammersmith Grove Road on the 3rd of June 1916. Fast forward to the 21st of October 1940, when Uxbridge Road station closed, and the curve from Latimer Road to the LSWR goes too. And then in 1947, Wood Lane on the Central London Railway closed, and a new White City station opened on it, and Wood Lane White City was renamed to just White City on the 23rd of November the same year, making 2 White City stations now. And then on the 24th of October 1959, White City closed on the Metropolitan line due to a fire, and it never reopened. And then on the 30th of July 1990, this whole part of the Metropolitan line becomes the Hammersmith and City line. And then on the 29th of September, the London Overground was opened, and Shepherd's Bush opened on the Overground in 2008, roughly in the same location the old Uxbridge Road station was. And then on the 12th of October the same year, a brand new Wood Lane station was opened. And on the same day, Shepherd's Bush station on the H&C is renamed into Shepherd's Bush Market, and the already existing Shepherd's Bush station on the Central line was rebuilt with a new entrance. And on the 30th of December 2009, the Circle line is extended down to Hammersmith, and that is it!
Where do we even go from there?
Trivia!
Alright.
Hammersmith and Fulham has a similar story to Kensington and Chelsea, although there weren't any significant protests this time around. It consisted of the 2 metropolitan boroughs, which were obviously Hammersmith and Fulham. When the boroughs merged in 1965, the borough was simply called Hammersmith.
The borough was renamed to Hammersmith and Fulham on the 1st of April 1979 by the London Borough Council of Hammersmith and Fulham, exactly 14 years after the borough was initially formed.
Hammersmith and Fulham is unique for being the only London borough with 3 football clubs: Chelsea, Fulham, and Queen's Park Rangers. Most other boroughs that have a football club only have 1. I'm surprised I even bothered to mention this, as personally I do not care for football.
Careful, you're in England, you'll get jumped for saying that.
Oh!
The Great West Road begins in the east of Hammersmith and Fulham. This road leads to the start of the M4, which is a motorway that runs all the way to Pont Abraham in Wales.
Hammersmith and Fulham is twinned with 8 other towns across Europe: Anderlecht in Belgium, Boulogne-Billancourt in France, Montefiore-Conca in Italy, Neukölln in Germany, and Zaanstad in the Netherlands. The other 3 are the Polish cities Siemiatycze, Rzeszów, and Sopot, through the ICLEI.
Hammersmith and Fulham's population in 1801 was only around 10,000. Since then, the population has seen a significant increase. If you ignore the dip in population throughout the 1900s, the population is now at 188,000.
I would not be surprised if the population count increases and decreases for every borough. It seems to be a trend with these boroughs towards the centre of London.
A curious case of the population changes. It must have been because of the new neighbourhoods being built around suburbia.
Anyways, that's all for the London borough of Hammersmith and Fulham.
We've now covered 2 boroughs with an "and" in their names. Want to learn about the third one? Stay tuned until next time.
Actually, no, we're not doing that one next.
What? Why not?
Well, as you said in the first ever episode...
To start off, we'll be covering all of the boroughs in inner London.
Oh, well, what's next then?
Well, we can press the red button to show what boroughs we'll be covering first. See?
Oh, I get it now.
Barking and Dagenham comes later, everyone. Patience is a virtue.
Well, in that case, next episode will be about